Hey guys, it's Heather from Kell Plan, and today I am going to be talking to you guys about habit trackers in your planners. So a couple of weeks ago, maybe a couple days ago, I really don't remember how long it's been, I made this habit tracker for my Hobby planner. And I will link the video in case you didn't get to see this video when it released. But it is a yearly habit tracker where each month I can track 2 different habits. And the front has January through June, and then the back has July through December. When I made this tracker, a lot of people asked me, what are you going to track? Because I didn't actually fill in any of the boxes. And that's because each month, I think it's going to be different. I'm going to track a different goal each month. Whatever my focus is for that month, I'm going to pick 2, and that's what I'm going to track. So for January, I tracked my daily Bible verse because I really wanted to start the year off right, reading a daily Bible verse, and then if I did it, I highlighted it purple. And then the other one is tidy up before bed, which I put that's like picking up things downstairs, making sure the den's clean in the kitchen before we come upstairs to go to bed. And so I colored in purple the days that I actually did that. And then for February, I'll pick 2 different trackers and I'll track 2 different things. And so I had a lot of questions on what are some different things that you could track on these habit trackers. A lot of people asked. And at the time, my answer was just, it depends on the month. Like, it depends on what my goal for each month is, what I want to be doing. But I know that you guys want, like, a real answer. Like, what can I track if I make this habit tracker? And so I asked the question on my Instagram feed, what things do you track in your habit tracker? And I got so many good answers. So I decided to make a YouTube video sharing with you guys a bunch of different habits that you can track in your Happy Planner. So I flipped over to the notes section of my planner where I took notes of all the different things that we can track. And I split it into 7 different categories, okay? The categories are money, health, wellness, home, hobby, faith, and personal things. So let's start with money. What are some habit trackers? What are some money habits that you can track on your habit trackers regarding money? Okay, so the first one is a no spend. Maybe you decide you're going to do a no spend February. That means you don't spend any money on anything frivolous. You only spend money on like your bills, your gas, things like that, things that you need. So you could do no spend and highlight the days that you don't actually spend any money. Another one that we got was not eating out, eating at home, not spending money on eating out. So you could highlight all the days that you don't eat out. No fast food, which is a really good one, which is a little bit different than eating out because you could eat out at like a nice restaurant that's not fast food, but maybe you're trying to cut fast food out of your diet. And then another option or another idea was no Starbucks. I know some people are like really into getting a Starbucks a day, and that can add up. That can be really expensive. So no Starbucks, you could highlight every day that you go without Starbucks, and maybe you make your coffee at home instead. So those are some ideas for habits that you can track regarding money. Our next category is health. What are some things that you can track when it comes to your physical health? And so some people said vitamins, taking your vitamins every day. That would be a good thing to track. One person said mood. Actually, a couple people said mood, which would be really cool. You could even color coordinate that one, like yellow for happy days and blue for if you're sad, and, you know, red if you're angry, and track your mood for the month. And that kind of helps you figure out, you know, what's going on with yourself. You could track medications, making sure that you're taking all your meds. You could track your periods using a habit tracker. And then someone else said that you could track your contacts. If you took them out at night, when you swapped them, things like that, that would be a good idea. Our next category is wellness, things that you can track regarding wellness in your planner. So wellness, we have working out, going to the gym, or working out at home, whichever one works best for you. Eating clean, drinking water, and drinking enough water. That's one that I try to track, and I'm really bad at it. There's like some days I think that I don't drink any water at all, and that's really bad. Your steps, if you got enough steps in, maybe your goal for the day is 10,000 steps. You could highlight the days that you hit that mark. You could track the days that you go walking or running. You could track the days that you drink no soda or you have no sweets. Maybe you're giving up soda and you're giving up sweets, and you track the days that you actually stick to that. I know a lot of people are doing keto these days, so someone said that they track the days that they actually stay true to keto. You could track your weight goals. You could track if you gave up alcohol, and you track the days that you didn't drink alcohol. And you could also track your skin routines. Somebody, this one was really funny to me. Southern Planner Gal submitted this one on Instagram, and she said, how many times a month I eat Mexican food? I just started laughing because I was like, well, are we tracking that like it's a good thing or a bad thing? Because like, yeah, it would be bad if you went out for Mexican food every single day, but it would also be wonderful. So are we tracking that in a good way or a bad way? I really want to ask her. So that one made me laugh though. So some things that you could habit track at home: making your bed every day. I wish I could make my bed every day, y'all. I love a made bed. It's like my favorite thing. But my husband hates when I make the bed. Isn't that crazy? He's always like, but my spot's perfect and you mess it up when you make up the bed. 15-minute tidying up at night before you go to bed. That's something you could track. That's one of the things that I was tracking this month. Dinners at home. And then if you have a clean sink before you go to bed, which I think is awesome. Like, I think it's awesome to have a clean sink. I don't think it's awesome to wash the dishes, which, confession, I haven't washed dishes since I got married. It's true. Matthew washes the dishes. But I think it's awesome to track if you went to bed with a clean sink. That's awesome. So then our next section is hobbies, things that you could track for hobbies. Some people said if I crocheted every day. Reading, if I actually used my planner. Something with your dogs, like you could have it track like, did I feed my dogs? But hopefully you're feeding your dogs every day. So this is more like, did I take my dogs running? Did I take my dogs walking? Did I take them to the park? Like fun things with your dogs. And then laundry. That should not be under hobby. That should be under home. I think I wrote that under the wrong category. But laundry, you could track, especially the person who submitted that one said that she has a lot of kids. And so it's really important for her to do laundry every day. And so that was a thing that she wanted to track. Our next category is faith. You could track if you did your daily Bible study. You could track if you did your verse of the day. And you could track your prayers. So those are 3 things underneath faith that you could also have it track. And then our last section is personal things. I felt like these were things that didn't necessarily fall under one of the other 6 categories, but are definitely all really good ideas of things that you could track on a habit tracker. So we have productivity. You could ask yourself at the end of the day, was I productive today? And then track that. No screen time. And that doesn't mean all day, because that would be really hard to give up your phone all day, every day for a month. But, you know, setting aside an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours a day where you don't touch your phone and you're really present in the moment, you could track that on a habit tracker. A bunch of people submitted prenatals. Flossing. That's a really good one. I think a lot of us forget to floss sometimes. Someone said their baby routines. Like, did my baby sleep through the night? Did my baby eat enough today? Or what? I don't have a baby. I don't know what you track with babies. But if you have a baby, you could probably come up with things. Someone else said face masks. How often I do my face masks. Someone else said that they like to track the weather on their habit tracker because it helps them to like tie it in with their moods. And so like you could even do that color coded, like yellow for sunny and blue for rainy and gray for cloudy or something like that. Sleep. Did you go to bed early? Did you wake up? Did you get enough sleep? Someone said they like to track how often they get to play their piano. Someone said they like to track if they set aside special time that day for their spouse. I thought that was a really good idea. Someone said they like to use their habit tracker to track if they took time to write down gratitude or to be grateful. Someone said that they like to use their habit tracker to keep up with how often they wash their hair, which is a really good idea for those of you who don't wash your hair every day. I know you're not supposed to wash your hair every day, but I have to. My hair gets so greasy so fast. So if you have hair tricks on how to not wash your hair every day, you should probably send them to me because I'm clueless when it comes to hair. Another person said watering your plants. That's a good one to keep up with. Taking photos. I think that's a good one, especially if you're trying to be better about memory planning. Someone said that they like to track if they did their chores that day or not. And then someone else said that they like to track their meditation time, which is another thing that would be good. So that's a whole list of ideas of things. Let's flip back to my habit tracker of different habits. So you could make this habit tracker and then pick 2 a month or more if you wanted to put more, and then track different things every month. So I hope that gives you some ideas on different habits you could track on your habit tracker in your planner. Mix it up some and all of that. So yeah, and if you submitted ideas on my Instagram, thank you so much for sharing your ideas with us. I really appreciate it. I will link the habit tracker video below in case you want to check it out. If you like this video, I hope you hit the like button. If you want to see more of my videos, hit that subscribe button, and happy planning.